All good. We made it, and we're only 3 minutes behind schedule. That's okay. All right, come on down. We're actually starting in child's pose this morning. So before you make your way to your shavasana, we're starting in child's pose. So take your knees nice and wide on your space, and then bring your big toes to touch. Walk your hands forward as far as you can to really allow the upper body to melt into your mat. Allow the belly to sink in between those legs. Some people don't love resting their forehead down on the mat. If you want to put a cushion or a towel there, you can take that option as well. Now I'm going to be lifting my head because I'm speaking to you guys, but you will be resting your forehead down onto your mat. You can also take yourself into more of a rested child's pose, taking one side of your head to the mat and your arms by your side. So you have the choice here, and if you're taking that option, I'll maybe give you the halfway mark cue where you can switch your head to look the other way so that you're not staying on one side. Okay, so in your child's pose, same thing in our shavasana is just resting, finding that stillness and connecting to that breath. So in this pose specifically, you can feel your belly as it expands on your breath in, and as you exhale, can you melt deeper into your mat space? Spread your fingers nice and wide here, and just notice how this feels for you. Can you make it active anywhere? Can you push your hips back? Good morning, Tanya. Sorry about the link. All right, so we are in child's pose here. Just breathing, seeing how the upper body feels. Allowing the arms to try to come closer to the mat on every exhale. And just thinking of pushing through those hips, rounding through the low back, pressing back into those heels. We're going to stay here for 2 more cycles of breath. If you did have your head turned to one side, you can switch to the other. Big breath in, feeling that back body expand. Exhale to release that. One more breath here, in breath. And exhale that out. Good. Shifting yourself forward in through to tabletop. Spreading those fingers wide once again. Toes can be tucked or untucked. We're going to come into our cat and cows right away. Taking a nice big breath in to lift your gaze, lift your tail. And exhale to round. So we're going to go a few times through here. Go with your own breath connection. So whatever that is for you, if there's anywhere where you want to pause, take that pause and trying to make your movement as large as you can. Noticing how that low back is feeling, pressing into the hands, rounding through the upper back. Big inhale, big exhale. We'll all do one more. I don't know how many we've done, probably more than usual, but we're going to give ourselves one more because it feels so good. Breath in. Big exhale out. Good. From here, we'll slide the left hand into the center of your mat, right below the face. Take a big breath in, open up that right arm and exhale, thread it through, tapping that right shoulder down towards your mat. All right, do that again, 2 more times. Big breath in, open it all up, give that nice rotation through that upper body, exhale to reach through. Spread the fingers on that right hand as it's coming through, reach as far as you can. And last one here, big breath in, open that all up. Exhale to thread it down and through, coming all the way down onto that right shoulder. Take your left fingertips, reach them forward and tent them onto the floor. Other option here is to come more into a bind, taking that left hand back and around towards that low back, resting it there. Taking one more big breath in as you are. Exhale and release. Left hand comes into the mat. Reach and rotate one more time on that side. Big breath in. And then switch it out. Right hand comes to your mat. Left hand. Arm reaches up on that breath in here, opening chest and shoulder, exhale to thread through. Tapping the left shoulder down, reaching the left fingertips nice and far. Oh, that feels so good. Breath in, open it up. Exhale to wrap through and reach. Good, one more time here. Breath in, open up. We'll come down onto that left shoulder to stay and hang out. Just for one full cycle of in and out breath. Taking the right fingertips either up and forward or towards the low back to come into a gentle bind. Take an inhale here. Stay for the exhale. Right hand comes back in front of the face. Big press in here, rotate, reach, and then coming back into your tabletop. Okay, we're gonna come up onto our knees. If you have Sensitive knees, double up your mat or maybe place a towel or a pillow there. Take your right leg, extend it right out to the side. Take your arms out to a nice T. I have to make sure I have enough mat space here. Okay, arms are out to a nice T. Add a slight tuck of that tail and lengthen here. Reaching the arms long here, spread your fingers, take a big breath in. Drop your right hand towards your right leg and then reach that left arm up and over top. Exhale. Inhale back to your T position. Drop your left hand down towards your mat, reach the right arm up and overhead. Oh, that's a nice stretch. Inhale back to your T. Exhale over to the right side, left arm sweeps up and overhead. Inhale back to your T. Exhale, left hand, right arm reaches over. One more time there, big breath into your T. Exhale, right hand to right leg, left arm reaches over. All right, we're gonna come down to the mat on that left hand, reach the right arm all the way up overhead, inhale. And then we're gonna reset that arm to come stack over top. Now, a couple of options here. You can stay exactly as you are, or you can lift that right leg. We're gonna open up that chest and shoulder. Give a little bend. Try to think of pulling your elbow back in behind you, in breath. And then take your right hand and just tap your left wrist. Exhale. In breath, open it up. We're getting lots of rotation into that upper body. Give a little bend into that elbow. Inhale, exhale to tap and reach. That right leg can be resting or actively lifted. One more time here, breath in, open it up. Good, exhale to tap. Inhale to come back up to your T. Exhale, release, come into your tabletop. All right, bring that right leg in. You can give a couple of wrist circles there. You can give a couple of cows there. We're gonna switch it up and out to the other side. Left leg extends all the way out. Come on back up. Take a nice big breath in, reach those arms all the way out. Exhale, left hand to left leg, right arm reaches up and over. Oh, that feels good. Exhale. Come on down to the right hand, left arm reaches up overhead. Good. In breath up to your T. Exhale, left hand down, right arm reaches. You're going at your own breath pace. Maybe you follow along. Exhale down. Or maybe you're not even pairing your breath. Maybe you're just moving, and that's okay too. Inhale, T, exhale, over. This is your last one to reach over. Oh, that feels good. Come on down to that right hand. Option to leave that left leg down. Reach that arm first overhead, and then restack here. Okay, bend at that arm, open that chest. Pull back. Exhale to tap that left wrist. Remember, you have the option here. If you want to lift that left leg, you can. Otherwise, focusing on that upper body, exhale to tap. You're gonna give yourself one more right there. Big breath in, open it all up. Exhale down, coming back up onto that knee, into that T position. Inhale, and then making your way down into your tabletop. Okay, tabletop, spread those fingers nice and wide, tuck your toes. Hover your knees off of your mat once you've made it into your tabletop. Lift the knees 1 or 2 inches off of your mat. And I really want you to think of engaging through your core. We're staying here for 3 big breaths. Inhale. Exhale, brace the core even more. Add a little tuck up that tail to pull in the low abs. Press into your hands a little bit harder. In breath. Exhale. Last one. In breath here. And on the exhale, lift the hips up and back to your downward facing dog. Okay, give yourself a couple of pedals. It's the first down dog of the day for most of us. Pedaling out through the backs of those legs, pressing into those hands, enjoying that movement. All right, from here, we're gonna all come high on the toes, bend the knees, look to the hands, take a nice big step forward to the front of your space. Inhale your hands to flat back. Exhale to release and fold. Do that 2 more times. In breath, hands to shins. Really think of lengthening through that spine, pulling the shoulder blades towards one another. Exhale to release all the way down. Do that once more. In breath, hands to shins, lengthen. Exhale to release down. This time coming all the way up to standing. Sweep the arms all the way up overhead. Exhale, hands towards heart center. Take a pause right there. Okay, so in our standing here, keep the palms at heart center. Maybe close your eyes and just notice how the body's feeling today. Thinking pressing down into the feet, drawing up the energy into the legs. Add a slight tuck at the tail. Maybe see if you're rounded forward. Maybe pull the shoulders back. If you're looking upwards, maybe drop the chin slightly towards the chest and thinking of pressing your head back. Nice stacked alignment. Maybe set your intention for your morning, for your practice, for your week. Big breath in, big breath out. Do that one more time. Big breath in. Big breath out. And then on your breath in, sweep the arms all the way up overhead. Exhale to release and forward fold. In breath, hands to shins, lengthen. Exhale, plant the hands down, step back towards your plank. All right, nice strong plank here. You have the option to be on those knees if you need it. Make sure those shoulders are over top of the wrists. Thinking of engaging through the entire body here. Take one more breath in your plank. We're gonna lower all the way down. Nice and slow, hug the elbows in all the way to the belly. And then I want you to lift the hands, just slightly coming into a baby cobra here. Not into a full up dog. Then exhale back into a child's pose. Stay here for one breath. Take a big breath in and a big breath out. Shift forward to your tabletop. Tuck the toes, lift the hips up and back, downward facing dog. Come high in the toes right away. Bend the knees, look to the hands, take a big step forward. Inhale, hands to shins, lengthen. We're gonna increase the speed here. Exhale to release and fold. Circle sweep the arms all the way up to standing. We're gonna fold right away over top of those legs. Exhale. In breath, hands to shins, lengthen. Exhale, plant the hands down, step back to your plank, pause, take one big breath. We're gonna lower all the way down. Option to be on those knees. Little baby cobra, lifting the hands, lifting chest, lengthen. Exhale, push yourself back, child's pose. Good, stay here for one breath. In breath. Exhale. In breath, forward to table, tuck the toes, lift the hips up and back. Downward facing dog, last time here, come high on the toes, bend the knees, look to the hands, big step forward. Good, inhale, hands to shins, lengthen the spine. Exhale, release and fold. In breath, circle the arms all the way up to standing. Exhale, release and fold. Good, this is your last one here. In breath, hands to shins. Exhale, plant the hands down, step it back, pause in that plank. Just push through those hands. Activate through that core. Option to lower those knees and then slowly lower yourself all the way down. Baby cobra here. Exhale, back, child's pose. All right, take one breath in that child's pose. Shift yourself forward to your table. Tuck your toes, lift your hips up and back. Downward facing dog. All right, where are we at here? Warrior one, we're gonna sweep the left leg nice and high. Point through that toe, three-legged dog. Sweep that leg all the way forward and through, plant it in between those hands. Pivot your back foot to that 45. Sweep the arms up on your inhale. Sink deep as you exhale into that left leg. Okay, all the fun things here. Where are we at? Warrior one. Take a breath in, see if you can reach those fingers a little higher. Exhale them down into cactus. Elbows squeeze back. Inhale up. Exhale, cactus. Drive that left knee right over those left toes. One more time, breath in. Exhale down. Breath in here, reach it up. Good, exhale, release those hands down to the mat. Step your left foot back to meet your right, plank pose. All right, take a breath in, and you have option to lower the knees, chaturanga. In breath, upward dog or baby cobra, your choice. Exhale, back downward facing dog. Right leg sweeps high right away. Sweep it up, three-legged dog. Breath in. Exhale, plant that foot through, forward. Replacing the left foot at 45. I lost my words. Sweep the arms up on your inhale. Exhale. Sink deep into that right leg. So we just want those feet on separate tracks. That's what I was trying to get at. In breath, the arms up a little bit more. Exhale down, cactus for the side. In breath, reach. Thinking of length. Exhale down. Good, one more time. Breath in. Exhale down. Last breath in. Take the hands to your mat. Step your right foot back to meet your left in your plank. Pause. Chaturanga when you are ready. Exhale, in breath, upward dog or baby cobra. Exhale back, downward facing dog. Come high on those toes, bend the knees. Look to your hands, take a big step forward. In breath, hands to shins. Exhale, release and fold. You're gonna go sweep the arms right forward and up into chair. And pause, okay. Two options for chair, hands to heart center, or I guess three, you can reach the hands forward. But if it's okay for your shoulders, pull them up overhead. Thinking of relaxing the shoulders down and back. Thinking of tucking that tail slightly so we don't have the stick out of our bum. Tuck it under, pull the abs in, squeeze the knees together. We're staying here for 5 more breaths. Oh, isn't that fun? Sit a little bit lower if you can. Breathe. So if it's challenging you here, come right back to your breath. Big in breath. Big exhale. 2 more. Big breath in. Can you sink a little bit lower on these last 2? Yes, you can. Big breath in. Exhale. This is your last one. In breath. Release and forward fold. Ah, that's so good. Inhale, hands to shins, lengthen. Exhale, plant the hands down, step back, plank pose. Okay, pause. 1 breath. Option to lower those knees, chaturanga. In breath, upward dog or baby cobra. Exhale back, downward facing dog. All right, left leg sweeps high. Big breath in here. Bring that knee forward towards your nose to a nice plank position. Hug the knee in and up. Plant that foot down. All right, coming into a nice low lunge here. Now you have the option to come up, hands towards me. If you have yoga blocks, maybe that's a better place for you. Come on up to where feels good for you. If it feels good, you can even take the arms up overhead. Depends on what feels good for that back leg. What I want you to focus on is left knee, right over left ankle, right over top of left ankle, and then press your heel back to get that nice extension. Crown head towards heel, unless you're coming all the way up, and you're gonna obviously have that upright position. Choose where you want to be. Oh, that leg is firing. We're almost done. Take 1 more big breath in. Exhale that out. 1 more time. Big breath in. Oh. Gently lower your right knee all the way down. Untuck the toes. Shift yourself forward deeper into that lunge. Firing up that left leg. Take 2 more breaths here. Blocks, hands to knee, hands overhead. You're choosing where you are at. Breathing for 3. For 2. For 1, we're going to come into a flow. Take it back. Hamstring stretch. Sweep it forward. Low lunge. In breath. Exhale. Hamstring stretch. Good. 2 more of those. In breath. Sweep it forward. Nice low lunge, tracking that left knee, sink deep into those hips. Exhale to take the fingertips down, forward fold. If you have blocks here, you can use them in the entire time here as well. We're all gonna come back into that hamstring stretch to hold. Fingertips down towards your mat, flex up through those toes as much as you can. Here's a little challenge for you. You do not have to take it. Can you lift your right heel off of your mat? Oh, okay, that's a little challenge. Don't take it, you can enjoy that stretch if you prefer. Take 1 more big breath in. Right here. Nice job. Take it back forward to your lunge. All right, I'm gonna turn so you guys can see. We're gonna take that right hand to your mat. You're gonna lift back off of your right knee, coming into a nice twist here. All right, breathe here. You're gonna sweep the arm forward on the breath in. Left arm comes forward. Exhale to reach back towards your right heel. Let me turn myself so you guys can see what's happening. In breath to reach your arm up overhead. Exhale to reach back towards that heel. Oh, getting that nice twist. In breath, reach. This is your last one. Exhale down. Good. Left hand comes back to your mat. Step your left foot back to meet your right. You are back in your high plank. Oh, got some serious heat for that left leg. Take a nice big breath in right there. Option to lower those knees. Chaturanga. In breath, upward dog or baby cobra. Exhale back, downward facing dog. Okay, we're creating some serious heat today, team. Right leg sweeps up, 3-legged dog. Sweep that leg forward and through. Thinking of knee to nose. Pull it up and in. Plant that foot down. Okay, we're in that nice low lunge here. Stay with the fingertips on your mat. You can stay with your hands on your blocks. Hand to knee, hands up overhead. Woo! Choosing where you want to be today. I'm gonna go up on my level 3 blocks. We're breathing and squeezing and holding. Create that fire, create that heat. We are coming down to that knee, not yet though. Fire up that left leg, press that left heel back. Can you put more weight into your right leg? Oh, let's take 1 more big breath in. Gently, slowly lower the left knee down to your mat. Untuck your left toes. Option to stay as you are with the hands on blocks, hands to knee, hands overhead. We're staying here for 3 breaths. Big breath in, big breath out. Sink deep into those hips. Good, big breath in. And out, yeah. 1 more here. We're gonna come into that flow with the hamstring stretch. Okay, take an in breath. Exhale, forward fold. Hamstring stretch. Okay, in breath, sweep it forward. Exhale, take it back. One more, breath in forward. Exhale back to hold, coming over top of that leg. You have a little mini challenge if you want to try, just to try to lift that leg. I can't even lift this side. Oh, can we get it off of that mat? You do not have to, you can just stay in that nice stretch. Take one more big breath in right there. Nice job, come forward, okay. Maybe moving those blocks out of the way, left hand comes down, left toes tuck, lift your back left knee off, open up that right arm. Okay, so we're back to that low lunge position. We hold here with a twist, we inhale, reach the right arm up overhead. Good, exhale to reach back towards that left heel. It's hard when you're in a twist. I'm like, what side are we on here? In breath, arms reaches overhead, exhale to take that arm back. Good, we've got one more. Can you sink your hips a little bit more? In breath, reach. Exhale back. Good, right hand comes to the mat, left, nope. Right foot steps back to meet the left high plank. Woo! Okay, take a big breath in on that plank. Option to lower those knees, chaturanga. In breath, upward dog or baby cobra. Take your time. Press yourself back to a child's pose. All right, we created some serious heat for those hips. Stay in your child's pose. You can come into a down dog. You can take a sip of water. We will all meet back in child's pose when you are ready. Okay. So good. Okay, we got some balancing fun stuff coming up. Let's shift ourselves forward into tabletop, tuck the toes. Lift the hips up and back, down dog. When you are ready, come high on both toes, bend the knees, look forward, take that big step or jump to the front of your mat. In breath, hands to shins, lengthen. Exhale, release. In breath, circle sweep those arms all the way up to standing. Exhale, hands down towards heart center. Drive your right knee up towards your chest. Flex through your toes, okay? From here, we're gonna shift ourselves forward, kick that right heel back, warrior three. All right, so your gaze should be straight down onto your mat. Think of pressing your right foot to a wall behind you. A soft bend into that left leg, balancing here. If your balance is off, you can take the right toes lightly down and just kind of get yourself set up. All right, take two more breaths. Balance, think of active left leg. On your next breath in, you're gonna drive that knee, come all the way back up to stand. Okay, we got some serious work here, team. All right, take your arms out to a T. You're gonna cross your right leg over your left, take your right arm underneath of your left into eagle. Okay, if that doesn't feel good for you, you can take hands to shoulders, and then just lift those elbows up as much as you can. And if you can tuck your right foot behind your left leg, amazing. If not, just keep it squeeze inwards is the goal here. Okay, take one more breath, sit a little bit lower in your eagle. And now we're gonna put our eagles to sleep. You're gonna bring those elbows down towards the knee. Keep balancing, keep breathing. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Take one more breath in there. Now you're gonna come all the way open. Take your palms beside you, kick the leg back one more time into balance. Okay, take one breath in right there. Drop your fingertips to your mat. Lift your right leg up nice and high, standing splits. Oh, that left leg should be firing. Lower the right leg down to meet the left. Sweep the arms up into chair pose. Oh, that's a long one. Okay, double leg chair pose though. Sit a little lower. You can take hands to heart or reach them up. Taking 2 more cycles of breath here. In breath. Exhale. Last one here. In breath. Release and forward fold. Oh, that release feels good. In breath, hands to shins, lengthen. Exhale, plant your hands down, step back, plank pose. Option to be on those knees as always. Lower yourself down, chaturanga. In breath, upward dog or baby cobra. Exhale back, downward facing dog. All right, team. Right away, we're gonna come high on the toes, bend the knees, look forward, take that big step or jump. Inhale, hands to shins, lengthen. Exhale, release. Good, in breath, sweeping all the way up. Exhale, down, heart center. We've got the other side, balancing on the right leg. Drive your left knee up. We balance first. You're prepping that right leg to what's to come, right? So you're getting your balance, finding that focus, that drishti point. And from here, we hinge forward, coming into your warrior three. Kick your left heel back behind you. Micro bend into that right leg. Breathe here. Pull in that core as much as you can. Big breath in. Big breath out. One more time, big breath in. Exhale that out. In breath to stand, drive the left knee up. Again, balance. All right, you take the arms out to a T, left leg crosses above the right, left arm comes underneath the right into eagle arms or hands to shoulders. Just lift those elbows high. Ooh, balance on the side is tricky. Breathe, hold, and the leg is firing big time. Okay, take one more breath. We put our eagles to sleep here, hinging and rounding through that spine, dropping elbows down towards knees. Good, take one more big breath in here. Open that all up, take your palms down, reach behind you, kick the leg back. Good, drop the fingertips to your mat, kick that left leg up higher into standing splits this side. We're almost there, team. We've got our chair, that left leg lowers down to meet the right, sweep the arms all the way up. Sink deep into your chair. And we have lower body on Wednesday. Got lower body this morning too. All right, let's take one more breath in on this chair. Exhale, release, and forward fold. Good. In breath, those hands to shins, lengthen. Exhale, plant the hands down, step back into your plank. Good. Pause in that plank. Option to lower those knees, chaturanga. In breath, upward dog or baby cobra. Exhale, back child's pose. Take those knees nice and wide. Once you've hit your child's pose, walk those hands over to the right side. Option to take the left hand on top of the right. Shift back as much as you can into that left hip, creating that beautiful space into that left side. Take one more breath. Exhale it out. Walk the hands back through center over to the other side. Right hand comes on top of left. Drive back into that right hip, creating that nice stretch in through that right side. Take one more breath there. Good. Coming back into your center, shift forward into your tabletop, tuck the toes, lift the hips up and back, downward facing dog. We're gonna finish with one final flow and then make our way into the mat for a little bit of mat work here. Let's come high on those toes, bend the knees, look to the hands. Take that big step forward. In breath, hands to shins. Now, if there's anything that you want to add as we do our final flow, exhale to release. Maybe it's a back bend at the top here. Maybe that feels good. Exhale, release and fold when you are ready, going slow as you do your final standing movements. In breaths, hands to shin. Exhale, plant the hands down. Maybe you want to do a few chaturanga push-ups this morning instead of holding plank. You can take that option. Maybe you want to hold your plank a little longer. Maybe you want to hold your baby cobra a little longer, or your up dog. Maybe that all feels good. We're going to all meet in child's pose. We're going to hold there for 2 breaths to make sure everybody is down and ready. Okay, so you can be in child's pose now, or maybe you're making your way there. Take one more big breath in as you are, and then shift yourself forward to table. Good. We're going to come to a seated position with the left leg extended out and the right leg coming in. So a little half straddle here. We're going to just do a little bit more into the hips, into the core, and then you are done. All right. Flexing through the left toe. Take a big inhale. Right foot is on the inside of that left leg. Inhale. Rotate toward that left leg and fold over it. Now, drop your fingertips down, and or you can grab shin, and or if you can reach your foot, amazing. We want to focus on a flat back though here, so if you do find that you're rounding to get further, try to think of lengthening instead, thinking of chin coming towards that, chin and chest coming towards that toe. Take one more breath. Good, take the right hand in behind your back, take a left arm to sweep, come on up to that right hip, not right hip, right knee, left heel, press into your hips. We're gonna hold here, breathe for 3, squeeze your bum, tuck your tail. Push the hips forward for 2. And for 1, nice job. Lower that down, switch to the other side. Right leg extends out. Left leg comes in, half straddle. Take a breath, sweep the arms all the way up, rotate to the right leg. Exhale, release and forward fold. Lengthen through that spine. Think of the left knee driving down, right foot flexing up, hinging and folding over that leg. Take a big breath in right there. And exhale. Good. Left hand comes in behind. Right arm sweeps up overhead. Come on up to that left knee. Right foot. Press through the hips. Reach that right arm up and back. Squeeze through the glutes. Take a big breath in. and lower that all down. Nice job. Coming into boat pose when you are ready, set yourself up, heels down or legs up. I'm going to take heels down option this morning because why not? All right. Lengthen through your spine whether your heels are down or your legs are up. Reach those arms forward. Take a breath in. And then exhale, stay. In breath, reach your right arm back behind you. Twist. Exhale to pull it back through center. In breath, left side, reach back. Exhale through center. Right side one more time. In breath, reach back. Twist as much as you can. Exhale, return to center. Last one here, left side. In breath. Exhale, center. Two options for our high-low boats. Hands can be behind you or arms can be overhead. You're coming into a low boat. Legs extend out into a high boat. Legs pull back in. These are also in and outs when we do core. In breath, extend. Exhale, pull in. Some of you might want to go arms up overhead. In breath, low boat. Exhale, return, high boat. We have two more, my friends. In breath, lengthen. Exhale, pull in. Last one. In breath. Exhale, in. Give yourself a nice squeeze into those knees. Roll back onto your back. Oh, give yourself a little rock from side to side. All right. Let's take the feet down to your mat. We're going to finish with a nice little twist here. All right. Lift your hips up and over to the right. Let your knees fall over to the left. Take your arms to cactus. Your gaze is opposite to the way your knees are going. So if your knees are over to the left, which they should be, your gaze can come over to the right. You can deepen this twist by adding the left foot to come onto the outside of that right knee. If that does not feel good for you, just let the knees hang out. Let them fall. Breathe into that right side body. Big inhale. Big exhale. On your next breath in, we'll draw the knees up. Press through the feet, lift your hips up and over to the left side. Let the knees fall to the right. Your arms are still in cactus, but your gaze comes to the left. This time, option to take the right foot on the top outside edge of that left leg to deepen that twist. Breathing here for 3. For 2. And release. Coming back in through center. Slowly making your way into your Shavasana. Oh, we did some serious work today. All right, keep the arms out wide, take the legs out wide. If there's any other movement that your body's craving before you come into your stillness this morning, please feel free to take it. We got some serious heat going on. Some good hip openers, some good upper body movement. Coming into your resting shape. Shavasana, we want to be as still as we can. The only thing that's shifting and moving for you in your Shavasana is your breath. So you can come and tune in and focus on that. And as you are there, the message this morning is short and sweet, but I love it. Okay, so no amount of regret changes the past. No amount of anxiety changes the future. But any amount of gratitude changes the present. I love that. We often find ourselves hanging out in the past, in the future, worrying about things, all of the stuff. And sometimes it just takes a moment to come back, being grateful, tuning into the present moment, finding those little glimmers of joy. Maybe it is just being on your mat in stillness. Let's take one more breath as you are. And then from here, we'll slide the ankles to touch in the center of your mat. Take an in breath, reach the arms all the way up. Good morning. And then as you exhale, rolling over onto one side, leaving that bottom arm as a little cushion. Zoe is sitting on my face. Okay. When you are ready, you can slowly press yourself up to seated. We're almost done. Yes. Good job, everybody. Let's take one last breath in together. Inhale the arms all the way up. There was a half down dog. Exhale to heart center. And namaste. Amazing job. Thank you so much, everybody. I'm so sorry about the link. I have no idea what happened, but we made it. We figured it out. I'm glad Melinda called that out. So thank you, Melinda. Hope you guys enjoyed that. Have a wonderful Monday. We've got lower body on Wednesday, full body on Saturday, and then more to come, but yes. All right, bye everybody. Have a great day.